Hi guys, this is Rome's IT Guy coming at you from the beautiful state of Georgia. Today I'm going to be showing you how to install TightVNC, which is remote desktop software that allows you to hide the icon, which usually sits in the taskbar. Basically the icon will change colors so a user would know when you're watching them and taking over the computer, and by hiding the icon they're just not going to know anything about it. So this is the type of thing you would use if you're an employer, you're watching your employees, you want to install it only on computers that you own, and certainly the user of the computer must know that this software is installed. However, I'm going to show you how to install it and hide it so that they won't have a clue. So the first thing you need to do is download the software. You get it at www.tightVNC.com/download.php. You get the installer for your version of Windows. It's not real picky about what version of Windows you have. It's mainly 32-bit or 64-bit. And so you end up with this installer. And so we're going to run through it real quick. You want to do the typical install, accept all the defaults, and just let it run. And so TightVNC is going to work whether or not the user has enabled remote desktop in the options for the machine. Alright, so here's the last part of the install. We have to put a password on. This first one is going to be the password we type in when we connect to the user, and the second set is going to be for when we want to make administrative changes to the config. So let's get this in. Alright, so now we're done. So if you look down here in the system tray, you see the icon for TightVNC. And just to show you how this works, I'm going to go ahead and connect from another Windows 7 box here. And as you can see, not only does the wallpaper disappear, but also the icon changed from red to this dark black. Let me disconnect and show you something here. The way this works is TightVNC, when it's installed, is running a little server process that's listening. It's listening for TightVNC viewer to try to connect to it. And the way you would connect with the viewer is you have to know the IP address of the machine, which, just in case you don't know how to get, we'll show you. You open up a command prompt, and you look for the Ethernet adapter, and in this case it's 192.168.1.105. Easy enough, huh? So before we make any changes, I'm going to go ahead and show you the other connection. I'll show you the viewer. Here's my other virtual machine. And right here's the icon for TightVNC viewer. Now with that minimized, I don't know how this is going to work. So here you put in the IP address that we just got. So after you install TightVNC, you're going to need to look and find out what IP address the machine you installed it on has. And if you can, you want to set it to be a static IP, because it never changes and you never had to change anything here. How to do that's a little bit beyond the scope of this, but it's not hard to Google and find out. So you click connect, and it's going to ask for that password we gave. And there you have it. Now we're actually looking at the other PC that I've minimized. Again, though, a user's going to know. They're going to see the wallpaper is going to disappear on them. The icon's going to change. They know something's up. And basically, anytime you move the mouse in the window that you're viewing, the mouse is going to move on their screen. So they're going to know something's up. You have total control of the machine. So let's get out of this and move this back over here. and bring up this machine again. So how you get behind, how you get around all this is you right click on the icon and go to configuration. The first thing you want to do is uncheck hide desktop wallpaper, because that's the first thing that's going to happen. When you connect, the wallpaper disappears, so if you run a slow connection, it makes it easier. You don't get that herky-jerky mouse issue going on. The other thing you want to do is right here, it says show icon in the notification area. That's the task tray. Take that out. Click apply and OK. And now you don't see the VNC icon. So now let's minimize this. Bring this virtual machine over. We're going to connect just like we did a second ago. Now we see the wallpaper. The user's not going to notice anything any different. In fact, what's actually going to happen is they're going to be completely clueless that anything's going on. And just to show you how this part works, I'll show you this machine. There's no icon there. And let me just maybe size this up a little bit. Make this like this. And we'll bring the one I'm using to view over here. So you can see in the background the machine that has the server running. There's no icon. There's nothing going on. And I'm over here. I'm going to see what my employees are doing. I double click the VNC viewer. I put in the IP address of this machine. Connect. Put in my password. And there it is. Now, as you can see, I'm on the little dot is me in the window here on this. Let me make it a little smaller. So everything I'm doing here in this little window while I'm connected to the other machine happens there. And when I'm out, the user would have control. The user would have. So, in other words, what you want to do is basically you want to make a shortcut key. You want to get this all set up and hidden. And then you make a shortcut key to where you can put your mouse up in the middle of the screen somewhere. In fact, let's see if we can do that real quick. Let's just try it. I haven't tried this with a virtual machine. Shortcut key. We're going to make it Control Shift. It's not going to let me do it because I'm in a virtual machine. On a regular machine, you would make a shortcut key here. There's Control Alt 2. Click apply and OK. There you go. Let me do that again. Here's what you do. You take your mouse after setting up the shortcut key and put it way up here in the corner. You do your shortcut, in this case Control Alt 2, connect, get your mouse out of the way, type in your password and hit the enter key. Now, see how the mouse is up here? Hopefully it's, there you go. So this way my mouse can move on my machine and not affect the user. They're never going to know. They're just going to be going around and they're not going to have a clue that you're observing them, that you can see what they're doing, let alone that you can take over their machine anytime you want to. There's a couple other steps you need to know about. One of them is that they can still see the program group right here. So after you get this all set up, there's a couple things you want to do. You want to go ahead and right click this and delete. You can still get in and they would still know that it was going on if they were smart enough to get in here and look in program files, right? See where it says TightVNC? If you go to properties on that folder, you can make it a hidden folder. Apply changes to this folder only, and it's gone. Now this is only going to work if they have the don't show hidden files and folders option selected which you can find out how to do. Just Google it. But this is like the default install for Windows anyway, to where it will not show you system files and it won't show you hidden files. And so this way here, they could look in here and not see it. You're going to know it's there. If you want to go back and make changes, simply set Windows to show hidden files and folders. There it is. You would go in here, run either one of these. It's going to bring up the box after you, and that's the viewer. I wonder what options. Yeah. So. And that's already running. Well, basically, you got it up and running. Just hide it. Just hide it, and then they're never going to know. If you ever need to get anything to change, what are you going to change? Where you expose it, you show you that you've installed it, you don't want to do that. It's basically you need to uninstall it and reinstall it. And that's something you can't hide, which is in Programs and Features. They're going to see TightVNC in there. So you being a knowledgeable user, you're going to know to look there to see what's installed. So I see down here we got the icon. So let's get rid of that. Rid of this, I thought we already had. Apply, and it's gone. And one last time I'll connect to see if that icon comes back. So I'm controlling the mouse from the other machine. There's no icon. There's nothing in the program group. There's nothing in program files. So basically we've installed TightVNC, hidden it from the user to where they don't even know that not only can you see what they're doing, but you can absolutely just completely take over their machine and do whatever you need to do. You need admin rights to do it. And if you look, you'll find another video where I show that even if you don't have admin rights to begin with or an account on the machine, you can create one with a boot disk, Hiram's boot CD, gain the access you need to install this and hide it. And there's some other things we'll go over. But that's it for now. Take it easy.